Halimat Abodering is one of the well-known businesswomen who majors in Islamic clothing. She's the CEO of one of the most popular Islamic retail stores in Nigeria. She also delved into sales of Islamic literature books, electronics, multimedia, and software like digital, Quran, and all that. Now, welcome, Halimat, to our show.
Thank you.
Now, Halimat, the reason why I wanted to bring you on, because on Wednesdays, once in a while, we like to celebrate entrepreneurs who are doing great stuff, especially because we realize that for our economy to grow, and they've told us several times, we need to build more entrepreneurs. So young people need to begin to start thinking along that line, even while they're in the university, while they're in secondary school. We'd like you to share with us how you started and when it started, and where do you get the funds from, the whole history of how you started in school to building a business to this point.
Okay, thank you. I started my business just because of a card given to me by one of my cousins when I finished my Hindi. That was in 1999.
Okay.
Sometimes I want a cap, people asking me, where do you get the cap from? That the cap is beautiful, I do want the cap. And I thought to myself that I'm still for a place to do my IT then. I said, what can I do? Maybe I should start doing something with a cap. But then I have two challenges then. I can't sew, and I didn't have fund.
Okay.
So now I spoke to my elder brother's wife. She borrowed me, I borrowed 1,000 naira from her.
Okay.
So I used to buy fabric, then I give to a tailor to sew for me.
Wow.
So I started taking to University of Ibadan, Jumat Mosque on Fridays. So now got to a time when the end of the year, when there's be kind of Islamic retreats, organized by MSS students of Nigeria. We call it IVC. It's a camp.
IVC camp.
Muslim goes to learn more about their religions. So I think it's an opportunity for me to sell more of my products.
Fantastic.
So now I said, well, what can I do? But then my father said I shouldn't go because I'm I always sick. I always thought, mosquito will bite you. So now I approached one of the MSS committee in University of Ibadan. So to help me set the cap on my behalf.
Right.
So I gave the cap to them, but you know what? After the end of the cap, they couldn't sell much of my products. They returned everything. Like maybe it's so few. I was so disappointed. You know, when you have been calculating that I'm going to make some amount of profits,
Right.
and they now return your products, I was like, what is all this? I thought, what can I do to reduce? There are other people that are selling retail products at the camp. The prices are so small. They're so smaller than my own. They're selling for cheaper. They're selling like maybe 120, 100. I'm selling 150 naira. So they couldn't sell much. So I had not thought of what I can do. Maybe I can reduce my cost of production. That's maybe I should go and learn how to sew. So then my father said I should come and stay in his bakery. Right. But my father has a bakery, so I was managing his bakery. They also said, I told him I want to go and learn how to sew. So I'll be going in there, maybe.
So eventually you knew how to, you learned how to make clothes, and you
I started making it myself.
Okay.
So I got married in 2000. I also got admitted for my HND.
Wow.
So I finished 2003. They are posted to Lagos State for my NYC.
Right.
So I told my husband that I need to get a store. And they say, how much are you? What's your turnover that you want to get a store? That if you help me to pay for the first installment,
Right.
how am I going to be sure that I'm going to make that money?
To cut the story short.
Okay.
Because you've talked so many things, turnover, you've thought of loss, you're calculative. What exposed you to this? Is it because your father probably had a business or you had a business training from a child? Did you just work
just love doing it because then my father has a bakery, my mom has a store. So I managed the two stores together, the bakery and
always managed
I've managed it. So I've
And
been
you saw a
working.
need. You discovered the caps. The cap, you saw something that people could actually buy it. People who go to the mosque buy it. So now, from learning how to sew, how did you now get into build that business called Alamin's Place?
Because I came to my store then and I said, you have a nice thing here. Have I ever went to any of the maybe business school or then I asked I should go to Face Foundation. So I got to Face Foundation. So we are training. I was given a mentor, Arabelle.
Okay.
She's my mentor. So she's just wonderful. She puts me everything. If I want to design my cap, I go to her. My package, she work everything together.
Nice. So you made good use of your mentor.
Yes. Even till now, whenever I call her, she's like, Alima. At times say, you're my sister. Don't say I'm your boss. So she helped a lot.
I've seen your products, and that's how I fell in love with the entire thing. Your business plan. Your training, you went to Lagos Business School as well. How?
It's on scholarship.
Yes, how did you get it? Because a lot of business owners
a lot of people are concerned about money all the time. We don't know. I've never heard that there were scholarships for this kind of training. I wanted you to talk about
just a customer that called me.
Trainings.
Just because I told me to go to a presentation, then she now called me again that there's another advert by Lagos Business School that there's a corporate body from UK or US, Womasak, that they want to train 10,000 women. And Nigeria are among the country that they picked then.
Wow.
So we are the first batch. So both of us we applied and 25 are chosen.
Qualifies the person to get it?
When I went for interview anyway. On that day, I went with my product, and they said we should present it. And alhamdulillah, they picked me. Out of 100, we picked 25, and 2 of us among the 25 they picked.
But what I've seen there, Halima, is that opportunity met preparedness, because you had the product, you were ready, and so when the opportunity came, you were able to key into it. Yes. That's fantastic. So how is business, and how have you been able to structure that business to be profitable?
Well, you know, in Nigeria, we have a lot of challenges. We are talking about getting to staff, but alhamdulillah, because of all the training we have given. So I have someone that I have someone that work with me, or I have an accountant, I have an HR person that helps me to put the structure together. I'm still working on it. But I'm not getting it right, but I'm still working on that structure because you need to work things very well.
How do you get funding
so I know
now?
you do a lot of trainings for people, and people might not necessarily value knowledge until they see you succeed. How do you communicate to them to buy into the fact that you can teach them to become what you are? And how has it been successfully transitioning? You are able to point out to Arabelle. What people you can point out to that you've mentored them and they're doing well?
Well, I have people that I've been talking to. Whenever I see anybody that they're doing something that is nice, I tell them that you have to do this. I have someone that is like 2 feet apparel. I still work with her. Now I'm trying to take her up. So other people that I see that, but some people they don't want to. If you tell them something, they think, what's the problem? What's the problem now?
Okay, as we are gradually rounding up this conversation, I wanted you to help me just go back a bit.
Okay.
To while you're in the university. Yes, you've told us how it started, but I want you to communicate to people out there, young people that's doing your shoes many years back. How should they identify opportunities?
Okay.
What are the things they need to look out for? And because many of them are in university, they have new freedom, just partying, hanging out, doing makeup, buying Brazilian hair. They're not paying attention to the opportunity. So help tell them exactly what should they pay attention to as they're in the university right now.
And if you are looking for something, particular thing, that's it. You can work on that thing. You are looking for it. I met someone that is selling Brazilian hair in school. When people start asking for that thing, no customer will just keep asking for something. Right. When I started my job, I started with just only one design. But when customer keep asking me that, did you have another design? That's why now I have more than 80 designs now. Wow. With different sizes.
So you respond to people's needs. The need that you see.
Yes.
And you responded to a need that you didn't even have the capacity, because I know you said you were given a scarf, and that was when what started this business. The cap started the business.
Yes.
So what I'm hearing from you is, if people are asking me for something, I can build the business out of it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
No, because you can't just say you want to start doing something.
If someone says, I love this thing, I love the way you dress.
You are not market for that thing. You might not succeed. Are you getting it?
Yeah, I get it. You're a sole proprietor. Do you pay taxes?
I do.
So what is it that you think that the government can do for you as a business owner to improve your business?
Well, we need funds. Let me tell you, because I'm a Muslim. At the time, I've been called by banks to come and get funds because I was donated by Peace Foundation sometimes ago. But because of the interest rates. So I'm just using the opportunity to beg our Lagos State governor to try to have a kind of maybe zero interest based.
They actually do have.
To manage.
There's interest on the LSTF.
Okay, but it's very small. Like
it's still part of it, no matter how small it is. You're not allowed to take it. So you can just create a kind of no-interest fund for Muslim upcoming.
How has it been? Fashion relies heavily on power. So I heard somebody was calculating, as in someone told me that they spend 150,000 naira weekly. How has it been?
It's not easy. There was a time, let me just give you, last year, I had an order to make uniform for schools in Abuja, and I got the project, but my friend got caught. It's not working again. I didn't have money. I have to source funds from a friend, because at the cooperative I was into, it's a Muslim cooperative. They were the one that bought the generator for me then. So I spent a lot of money on diesel, fuel, and maintaining the generator. It's really affecting our profits anyway. Right. So we can use the opportunity for beg our governor, the president.
Because I know there are lots of schemes out there to help young businesses grow. People just need to key into these things. As we learn about them, we'll publicize it. People know because the government has identified that small businesses need to grow.
Just the same way people did not know that you could attend these business schools for free.
Right.
Yeah. Some people watching now never knew that
just
they could.
Paid 60K.
Wow.
Out of 450,000.
Subsidized. But you were willing to even pay at all. Right. I love the fact that, you know, you focused on all the positives. When I read about your business, it was all the positives. We didn't know about the challenges of diesel. We didn't know about the challenges of, you know, of funding and all that in your business plan. That's
nice. To round up. Thank you so much, Halima, for sharing your story.
Thank you.
And I hope you've been able to encourage somebody out there to at least look for opportunities. Notice and pay attention to demands.
Yes.
What your friends are demanding in school. If it's Brazilian hair, get involved. If it is nails, if it is eye pencil, if it's whatever it is, get involved. Because Nigeria's economy can only grow if we empower the entrepreneurs to grow. Yes. All right, that's all we can take on this segment. When we come back, the hottest topic in Nigeria right now, this issue of the 26 girls, 26 girls that died in the Spanish warship. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So the federal government of Nigeria has expressed surprise and shock over the sudden burial of the 26 girls drowned in the Mediterranean Sea by Italian authorities 9 days ahead of the stated date, which was November 26th. According to reports, the Italian embassy had earlier indicated to the DG of NAPTIP that the burial will hold at Salerno, Italy, in 26th of November, but shockingly went ahead to bury them on the 17th. Now, why were they hurriedly buried? We don't know. We had the DG of NAPTIP here last Monday, and at that time they were still waiting for investigation by the Italian police to let us know. So they were waiting for the response. And according to special advisor to the president on diaspora, Abike Dabiri, I think on TM yesterday, said that the DG has already gone there, and hopefully we're waiting for the report. But the issue is that it reminds us again on how we respond to situations like this. I mean, I remember when the bombing in the UN happened in Nigeria, our former president there was saying, oh, this is terrorism, this is our own share of, this is how you know the whole world is going through terrorism, this is our own share. The Chibok girls happened, our government at that time did not respond. Even some girls were killed, recent 2 years or last year, the Christian girl that was killed in Kaduna or Kano, we didn't get it. You know, our general response to situations like this seem slow. Very slow. So, what are your thoughts, especially the fact that Italian governments have gone ahead to bury these girls? Is there something fishy? Let's hear your thoughts, because we're trying to get some experts to come in, hopefully tomorrow, to even thrash this issue properly for us. But for now, let's hear your views on it.
As usual, I'll speak against government. I'll also speak for government.
Okay.
Now, against government, first of all, is that this is not a new thing. People have been crossing the Mediterranean and losing lives.
Right.
We've had Libya repatriate some of our what's it called? What's it called? Is it repatriation? No, repatriation is for criminal. What's it called? The returnees. The returnees. Deporting. You know, deporting some of our citizens from their country for trying to cross over. Now, government knows this is a situation. How prepared is government in 2017 for a situation that has been since Gaddafi was deposed in Libya? It's not a new thing. We know people lost lives. Syrians running out of their country were losing lives on a daily in the Mediterranean. Our government should have been prepared for when it happens to us. Whether it's 26, whether it's 3, a life is a life. How did we respond? Now, the DG NAPTIP, according to Mr. Abike Dabiri, is over there in Italy. But how quick did she go? And what was the process of, verifying that she did? The Italian government autopsied the bodies of these ladies. And
reports. We don't have the reports yet.
We don't have the reports because we're not part of the process. Most likely because we're not part of the process. These are likely indigenous of Nigeria, citizens of Nigeria. We should have been part of the process from day one, writing and insisting that we have our own person as part of the autopsy process. Whoever the team of doctors are, what do you call the doctors, who do autopsy. We should have had a Nigerian or somebody representing our interests, whether foreigner, consultant or anything.
We don't plan for these kinds of things. We have no idea.
Part of that. Now, for our government, no matter the issues, what the issues are, irrespective of whether our government was there or not, if a deadline has been given, that time should be exhausted. Diplomatic interest requires that, they exhaust the waiting period for us to intervene before they bury our citizens.
So that's why Abikadabi said
that's why the conspiracy comes in.
Diplomatic.
What was the cover-up?
Right.
The ship that recovered these bodies were not Nigerians. What were they trying to cover up? I have always suspected Italy for not having strict rules against illegal immigrants, not having strict rules against prostitution, as benefiting, or the economy benefiting in one way or the other from these vices. Okay. Now, if people were coming over and cover up like this, they could be harvesting organs.
Right. Let me come to Jumoke. Your thoughts on this entire thing?
So, at first, I assumed that we did not have a Nigerian embassy in Italy, but we do, and we have an ambassador extraordinaire, full plenipotentiary. That means that he represents the president of Nigeria in Italy. If anything happens to any Nigerian in Italy and they run into the embassy, they cannot be arrested. They are on Nigerian soil. His name is Excellency Eric Toyin Awurabi. His Excellency, because he represents the Nigerian government. Right. These are his children as a representative of the Nigerian president. What did he do? I haven't heard from him at all. We had the DG of NAPTIP here last week, and she said she was going to Italy. Now, I listened to Honorable Abikadabi yesterday morning, and she was saying that the DG of NAPTIP is actually in Italy for a conference, but that she was going to stay for the burial of the ladies on November 26th as they agreed. I also heard Abikadabi say yesterday morning that only 3 of the girls were confirmed as Nigerians. By who? If the reports we got was that 26 Nigerian girls from the reports, who confirmed that only 3 of them?
Okay. So who is she talking to?
Exactly.
Okay.
She said that the Italian government are talking to the DG of NAPTIP when we have the Nigerian embassy. Now, it would seem that we do not even have a Minister of Foreign Affairs in Nigeria because we're listening to the President's Senior Special Assistant on Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Matters. Why is the Minister of Foreign Affairs not talking? We do have a minister.
So is it possible that issues of...
Mr. Geoffrey Onyama has a master's degree in law, has a degree in political science.
Speaks
How
many
come
languages.
The Nigerian government is unprepared for such a vital issue?
As I said before, even bombings within our shores, governments responding to them takes forever. Is it not the bombing that just happened? I think the president yes responded, but we've not had anybody.
So,
Minister of Interior Affairs say anything. Yes, go ahead.
That 2 of the 26 women were pregnant. One of the pregnant women was carrying a twin. One of the 26 had injuries to her side inconsistent with drowning. Now, these are reports coming from online media, CNN, BBC, talking about this. And the Nigerian government isn't giving us information.
I don't even have all the footages.
And all I said to myself was that if the ambassador or the minister or the president had their children missing for 1 week or 2 weeks, this happened November 6th, 7th of this month. In the last 2 weeks, would they not be seeking information?
Okay, all right, let's...
What's the value of human life? So we already have that issue on ground, a case where our Nigerian leaders don't place value on human life. So if we can confirm one person was among the dead people, what was the process to ensure that the dead bodies are brought back to Nigeria? When the killing took place in synagogue, we will remember that South Africa flew in a team of doctors almost immediately. They came to check and verify the bodies to be sure they are citizens of South Africa, and the bodies were flown back. They didn't rely on the Lagos state government or Nigerian government to verify to them or give them information. They came. And that is a responsible government. A responsible government puts their heart and their mouth in what they believe in. So the responses from all our leaders show already that they do not place value on the Nigerian life.
Okay, let me take this call from Okoyemi. Okoyemi from Aja, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I just want to make it short. I'm first-time caller. Please don't clap for me. I know, I don't need your clap. But these things you guys are discussing here is very, very pathetic. I mean, let's say all of them, they are not even Nigerians. They are from neighboring country. As in, woman life is not, we don't care about woman life in this country. As in, and also, let's go down to the history of this trafficking of this thing. There's some part of this country, I don't want to mention names, there are some people that they say that some of their parents encourage them, they give them money for them to make this trip.
Yes,
As in, let's talk to our youth, our parents. Life what more? I'm a graduate. I'm trying to make a living for myself in this agenda I'm calling from. As in, like, if you work hard, you will earn your living. As in, don't overspend your life. Don't risk your life for anything. That's just, I'm not happy this morning.
Thank you very much, Okoyemi.
So, as I was saying...
let me hop on what Okoyemi said, because somebody was saying somewhere yesterday that what we need Nigerian government to be doing more is those videos that CNN was showing. We need to show them more. Was why I was saying that show them more on local television so that people can see what their children are going through. We don't see that. So what exactly is NAPTIP team? Yes, you are talking to people, you are coming to your view, you are saying, but what's the media campaign you are launching to re-educate and reorientate our people from all parts of the country? Because not only from the east.
There was a lesson.
Said yesterday that don't assume it's from certain areas. It's across from the north, from the southwest, and from the southeast.
When we don't analyze, please, can I just make this point? When we don't analyze situations appropriately, when we shove things aside because it's not the first time, when we don't do the analysis, it will happen again. It will still happen again, and we'll come here and lament. So what is the procedure to ensure this doesn't happen again? It is by making this a learning experience for every Nigerian, including the Nigerian government. So where did the Nigerian government fail? Step up the game, set in procedures and processes to ensure that if any Nigerian is caught in other countries in a criminal position, three Americans were just brought back to the US who were caught as criminals in China. They would have spent their entire life in prison, but the government stepped in. The process is we should learn. What do we learn from the fact that human beings are being sold in Libya? They are auctioning human beings, Nigerians included. What are we learning?
All right, let's take a break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So, Nima, you're going to say something.
Okoyemi was talking about, the parents funding their children to go abroad. This morning you were talking about, the mere imagination of what your child might be going through when they are advancing in life and, achieving things and then leaving your care. Because our parents are not seeing those videos, is what YK was saying. Imagine a mother who truly loves her child. Watch what the child will go through on the Sahara Desert, then cross to Libya, and then on the Mediterranean, and see them auction a child. Like that video that the CNN showed, where the boy said, I was being auctioned. When you disagree to be auctioned, they will shook, that was his word, shook something in your anus. And he was describing it. Imagine a true mother. Watch that video. Would you raise £25,000 to send your child through that process?
So that's what our government is projecting.
That's the money that Alima was looking for to fund the business.
Imagine that. Yes, okay.
In 2006, former Finance Minister Okonjo-Iweala was Minister of Foreign Affairs in Nigeria. There was escalation of war between Israeli soldiers and Hezbollah soldiers, and the UK-US sent ships to evacuate their citizens. Okonjo-Iweala, as Minister of Foreign Affairs, sent a ship to evacuate over 100 Nigerian citizens. She was Minister of Foreign Affairs for just a short while. While listening to the Special Assistant to the President on Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Matters, Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Matters yesterday, she mentioned that, and I quote her, she said, it is not an Edo problem. It is a national problem. But she was also saying that when Nigeria evacuates, as we've been doing, people like from Libya who want to come back, when we send planes to bring them back, that state government should come and take responsibility of their citizens. It's a little contradictory. What exactly is the foreign, what's that word?
Foreign affairs?
No. The like a mandate. What is it that our
portfolio?
Yeah, what Nigeria wants to do as a country in terms of our foreign
policy.
What's our foreign policy? God bless you. That's what I was looking for.
But governments are actually taking responsibility, because I know that Edo State government, they have a plan.
They had a major campaign
to rehabilitate girls.
I'm saying
the other
what is the job description for every portfolio? So what's the part of the Minister of Foreign Affairs in this? Who's supposed to deal with country-to-country relations? What's the part of the ambassador? What's the part of the special advisor? Who's supposed to just one-on-one advise the presidency on the way going forward?
That's
so
all.
I appreciate the eloquence of Abike Dabiri, and I know that she's doing the best, being that there's a lacuna in communication to Nigerians. So she has to step up to do that. But I don't really expect that should be what she's doing.
Exactly.
But I appreciate what she's doing. However, the people responsible for
God
this
bless you,
should be
Tope.
held accountable. I've not heard my National Assembly. That's supposed to represent us. What is the Senate saying? What is the House of Assembly doing?
Put together a body. I think it's the House of
Reps.
Put
together a
to
body.
They
always put together a committee.
NAPTIP
DG herself was here on Monday, and she didn't really sound totally
that she's aware of what is
what's
going on. So every time they speak, I sense ignorance and a lot of
may
holes.
I just worsen the ranting? Alex Ekweme, a respected man, died in the course of this. Every voice that mattered
spoke up against it.
About the loss that Nigeria has suffered. We do not know the future of these 26 women, especially one that was pregnant with twins. We do not know whether our Messiah has gone in that loss. Nobody is acting up.
If it was just
Mariah,
one child, right?
Acting up.
There was an Iranian earthquake, and our president sent commensurate message to Iraq and Iran.
I'm still
I have not heard him on these 26 daughters, being them only 3, as confirmed by his senior special assistant of Nigeria.
Oluwatoyin says, please, can someone educate me on what the life of a Nigerian is worth to this government? Oluwatoyin also said the embassies are meant to be all about people it represents, not the person standing in the gap. WL says, we cannot learn anything from what happened because it isn't the first time, nor will it be the last. However enlightened the society is about such trips, struggles to make a living abroad is crucial.
Sharafaddin is saying that to stay alive is the primary responsibility of the individual. Others are secondary. Unfortunately, many are blinded by greed. And Mayor
Segedi says something that breaks my heart. Nigeria is a country that the life of a cow is more important than the life of a human citizen.
Osato Odemudia says, awareness to parents and the youth ambassadors and officials, not only to travel abroad for shopping, the concern should be about the welfare of their citizens.
This segment today was really just to express our views, our thoughts, and people's views also on this situation. However, we're going to continue the conversation. We're going to bring in an ambassador tomorrow. I think it's Ambassador Ayo Olukoni. Yes. He used to be ambassador
to Israel.
4 countries, actually.
Israel, Italy, and the US.
Yeah, so he's going to come in and help us understand how these kind of situations work out.
Dealt with.
How can it be dealt with better? And also try to see if we can get a few other federal government officials to call in tomorrow to tell us the angle of the government so we have a better understanding, because we still don't understand how 3 girls, at least confirmed, could die abroad and be buried abroad and we have no clue what happened to them.
That's what happened to them.
That's all we can take on this show today. Don't forget, if you're eloquent, attractive, confident, opinionated, please record a 1-minute video, post it on Instagram and hashtag #YourViewAuditions. We're looking for a co-host. So we really like you to do that. The entries close December 1st. And a small hint is that we're looking for people who are non-Yorubas. So we'd really like for people who are non-Yorubas to upload their videos. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.